you had shared something about like overcoming addiction and stuff like that. And without really any questions, I just want to like maybe if you could just share what like your message is to people, because I feel like you want to share like a message to like people who might be struggling or something. So what is that?
Yeah, I just think it's that you can overcome whatever difficulties you are going through. There is help out there. Um, I think that for like a long time, I really didn't know where to go for help, and I think that if more people knew of the resources out there, like a lot more people wouldn't be struggling as much as they are.
Okay. As far as like how you were able to overcome it, was it like cold turkey, or did you just finally find a place that was able to help you or something?
Yeah, no, I went to a treatment facility in 2018, and that was really what led me the help I needed.
Okay. And it might be a figure of speech that you say, but I'm just curious, were you in jail for it at some point in time, or were you saying you were in jail in your mind?
Yeah, let me walk out here for a second.
Sorry. My bad, bro.
Yeah, so I overdosed in 2018,
Uh-huh.
and when I came to, and when they gave me like a drug bond, which basically said that you can either go to jail or we can take you to a treatment facility. And obviously, I opted to go to the treatment facility,
Right.
which ended up saving my life.
Okay. And just that first part cut out, you said that you overdosed, you woke up and the cops found you or something like that?
So when I was with this kid, and he called the paramedics.
Mm,
And when the paramedics came, I like came to at some point, and I like started freaking out. And so I tried to run from the scene, and that was when they tackled me. And like, I don't know, I had like, it was a whole situation that I'm not proud of.
gotcha. But overall, they gave you two options, go to jail or rehab. You chose rehab and that was it for you, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that was May 2nd of 2018.
okay, wow. And was that like, so you had been kind of dealing with this throughout college and stuff like that too, which might be something that other people deal with too right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Really from like the age of like 15, 16. I just never like, I was lucky enough that there was periods where I was like, I would get out of the area. I went away for college for a while, and which kind of like delayed my progression of my addiction.
I see. The kind of like sports was able to get you off it for like a month or two at a time, but then when you come back home, the off
Well,
season.
really like 9 to 10 months. When I was at UNC, we were away 10 months out of the year.
Mm. But then when you come home for summer, like 3 months was when was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that, man. I think that there's a lot of people who probably struggle with that in college. I have heard that another fighter, Brennan, I think Brennan Ward from Bellator, same kind of
Yeah.
story. He was in college and kind of struggling with it, but would not be using for a while and then be back on and stuff. So I think how did it start for you? Was there like an injury or something like that, or is it the area you're from?
So when I was growing up, I had this neighbor. Um, he was in my grade. He graduated with me, but his mom, she was like all whatever. She struggled, and she would give us oxy 80s all the time. And it's actually crazy. She actually ended up falling in the bathroom and hit her head and died.
Wow.
And that was kind of the end of that. But that was my first introduction to opiates specifically. And yeah, I was in love ever since.
I see. And if you're not careful, like you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Those are heavily addictive because you can't get off it after like taking it for like a week or so, right? A couple weeks.
Yeah, just the word, like the worst. When I
Yeah.
see like, if I have young teammates or kids that are like, they like to party, I'm not going to tell a kid not to party, but I'm like, dude, whatever you do, just avoid opiates at all costs. Avoid the painkillers. Like, it's just the most addictive thing in the world.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Stick. I guess if you're gonna do something right, stick to some weed or something like that. That's probably the best.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.